Hi everybody, here's Krystian from TeamworkCast.
And hi, here's again Dome from the Meta Arena.
And this is Netrunner TeamworkCast 14th until 16th of August. This is the time span where the games that you were watching right now took place. This is, of course, the 16th of August. High-fiving each other, the two players, because these are the finals. These are the finals of the German Nationals.
Finally.
Finally, the finals. And what a final it is. We have Heinzel on the left. Heinzel is so hot right now. And Mythras on the right, who has been undefeated in this top bracket.
Yeah, apparently he's from the winning bracket, and Heinzel has fight his way his back through the fun bracket. It's
Yes.
fun bracket? Yep, it's fun bracket.
He had so much fun in the fun bracket. Too much fun, apparently, because he wants to get out of the fun bracket.
Yep, so it's time to shine for Heinzel, or it's time to win another match for Mythras.
It seems to me like it's such an easy play for Mythras because, he will, like, even if he loses this game, he still has another chance to win this, to become the champion.
Yeah.
So things are stacked against Heinzel. We see Mythras taking a Mulligan. So that's something that happens, and of course Heinzel will be playing the Noise from the core set. He uses an alt art ID. Noise is of course going to mill a card from top of R&D whenever he installs a virus. And Mythras is of course also playing an alt art, the HB from the core set, Engineering the Future. He will get a credit the first time he installs something.
Both good ideas, and actually the good matchup is for Mythras, so...
Yeah, HB is actually pretty good against Noise.
Yeah.
Usually.
So let's see.
Handshake, and we begin the game.
So
Mandatory draw.
Mandatory. Ice, baby. Come on, give it. Oh,
Hedge fund.
baby. And ice.
And another one is... yeah, he has so much ice in here.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Such an easy play here for Mythras. Let's see how Heinzel will take over. Okay, he just runs. He makes face checks everything, makes him rest stuff. Heinzel decides not to res. Because we saw that there was a... Cyberdex virus suite in hand. No viruses out, but, it's still fun.
I love this first run. It's just an unusual play with Noise, because most of the Noise players are like, draw, install, go.
Yeah.
Next turn, install, go. And
just to make sure that Mythras knows that this is not going to be an easy game.
Yeah, keeping him honest in a certain way.
Yeah, so Street Peddler installed 3 cards that can be installed from the Street Peddler, and of course the Alt Art Wild Side, giving him the loses click every turn, but he draws 2 cards. Meanwhile, Mythras installs a remote server. We saw that there was a Turing on his hand, so we have to assume this is going to be a Turing, a very like a no-brainer install on a remote server.
Yeah, with an Ash and NAPD, 1 advance, probably a pretty good score for him.
Heinzel keeps pounding HQ. Mythras not eager to rest anything, so why not? Hey, NAPD, but cannot be scorched. 2 no credits there. Denied. Oh, there's actually 2 NAPDs there. Love it.
Yep. That's it. So clicking for another credit and then run again, maybe? No.
Heinzel needs his pancakes. Clearly. All right. Oh, discarding it. Oh, he has a Corona and he discards it? Wow. I want to see Heinzel's deck list now.
2 Coronas, 2 Mimics, 2 Faust, maybe? I don't know. Interesting.
We see install a server advance. Heinzel has to assume that this is going to be an APD.
Yeah, probably.
So, and there's also an upgrade in a server. So
yeah, Turing and good server.
There's just no way Heinzel can contest this. So instead, he gets this card draw from Wildside, loses his click, and has to consider maybe fighting back in the future. The Imp is good, so milling another card.
Imp is good, yep.
Maybe he can access more HQ, because so far Mythras wasn't very eager to rest anything on HQ.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, there's around HQ, and
Wow.
that is going to be an Ichi 1.0.
Ichi.
This is really great because there's a... he doesn't have any clicks to contest this. Heinzel doesn't have any clicks, so the imp gets trashed. Ouch. And I think we're going to see a trace.
Yeah, it's trace 1 for the Ichi.
I'm thinking Mythras is thinking how much to increase the trace.
Yeah, probably.
2 credits, so
2
it's
credits.
trace 3.
So he wants to get the tag and the brain damage.
Brain damage is pretty nasty.
Wow, hits clone chip.
And of course now Heinzel has to think that maybe there's going to be a trash on the wild side or on a street peddler. Both are good targets for this. Oh,
I think
taunting with an ADPD. Removes the tag though.
Yep.
Good tags. Heinzel on the back leg. Mythras already having the upper hand here a little bit and scoring out the NAPD in a very, very secure fashion. I don't think that Heinzel, removing the tag wasn't as important because I don't think that Mythras would have removed something there.
Yeah. So I saw the match as well, and apparently there was a point like, okay, this is fucking over.
Yeah. Let's see about that. It's slowly approaching that point. So far, Heinzel is still fighting a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he has the second street peddler here running on R&D. Is that true?
He's
Did he
running
run R&D?
R&D.
Yeah, he got an access because Mythras is back to 1 point. 1 credit.
1 credit.
So there's just not much he can res. That Ichi was very expensive to res.
And then the 4 credits for the NAPD to score is also something you have to consider.
So he just gets 3 credits on his turn. Heinzel keeps drawing with a wild side having party on the moon.
Party. Needs to find a cash or pancakes or money or everything.
So far he just found 2 street peddlers outside when he puked in a side alley.
He's looking at the cards.
I was just looking at the cards.
Street Peddler is a so good card and has such a nice mechanic. I
Yes,
love to
definitely.
face down the 3 face down cards.
So valuable. One credit running on a remote server. Why not? No res on the outer ice. And that is going to be Ash.
Ash, and now he probably has an imp.
Well, there's a trash 4 going on, and there's nothing that
No imp, okay.
Heinzel can do about this. But now he made Mythras spend some credits, so he can attack R&D again and sees a card, but there's nothing. And that is going to be a data sucker milling another card.
He wants to remove the scene card. It's like, oh no, I don't want to I don't like this card.
Good point. Yes, he saw a card and he thinks, all right, that card has to go.
Yep.
Install on the archives, so maybe now on the archives there are some valuable cards inside, and Mythras decides, all right, I'm not going to give him the access that easily, and then gets money.
Yep, that's good.
Heinzel so much on the back foot, just 3 credits. Still no Aesop inside, no pancakes inside.
No cash recursion inside.
Has to discard the clot.
clot.
Even though we have to assume that Mythras is having at least some way to fast advance stuff. But there's always clone chip, there's always clone chip.
We saw no influence yet, so there might be room for Sun and
what a score now.
Wow.
That is the Director Haas pet project, 1 point agenda, but now Heinzel can create a new server with 3 cards from R&D and HQ and archives. There we go. So he picks 1 card from archives, 1 card from actually 2 cards from HQ, from archives, and 1 card from HQ.
a 3-card remote server without an ice.
And we saw at least 2 agendas on our archives already, so the archives are loaded with agendas.
Yep.
And there's just a 3-card unprotected server here. Pancakes getting installed from the Street Peddler. I wonder why Heinzel waited so long for this.
Maybe
Because
he
it's
needs a 4th click now.
Or there was just maybe he didn't have the money. Maybe he thought he was going to draw into a second pancake or something. I don't know. But then he installs an imp.
Trashing the card.
And doing another mill, and then running on that 3-card server that's unprotected.
The first card? Now, oh, this is interesting, I guess. Yeah.
Alright, first card is an Adonis.
Does he trash it? No, probably
he doesn't trash it. Second card is a Sansan.
Sansan? Oh, please trash it.
He thinks about this, but apparently not a good target. X is the third card, and that is Cyberdex! Oh!
Wow!
Audible sigh going through the audience here right now because the virus are purged. He kind of, gave away the tokens on his imp.
Good play, good play.
That was also why didn't he choose to at least trash the Sansan?
Yeah, of course.
That would have been just 6 credits or 5 credits for this. That's a good investment.
Mm-hmm. Now Imp is lonely with no tokens, waiting to be sold to be sold on the Aesop's pawn shop.
I'm thinking maybe he thought that there's going to be some kind of sort of agenda, maybe the second NAPD or something, and he wanted to have the imp to NAPD. But man,
so many good plays.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
But now Heinzel is, I think, looking for his Aesop's pawn shop. Still not there. So important. So many things that can Aesop. Yes,
there we go.
Thank you very much. There is the Aesop, Alt Art Aesop. So now at the beginning of each turn, he can choose to trash a card, and then he gets 3 credits for this. Meanwhile, Mythras, I guess it could have been an agenda because he already saw that was an asset.
Mm-hmm.
What were you thinking, Heinzel?
Wow, that was an agenda.
There was an agenda in that scoring server, and that is, of course, the Project Vitruvius. Doing nothing now because it hasn't been over-advanced.
So Mythras is on match point right now, and he has the NAPD in the HQ.
Yeah.
Then Ash.
Yeah.
No imp for Mythras, for Heinzel.
Heinzel runs on R&D, gets all those accesses.
Imp, there we go, there's an imp.
Another strategic mill. Running on the sexy bots, trashing the sexy bots with the imp. And then installing another street peddler, oof.
Oh man.
I think he forgot his data sucker token.
Yeah. For the R&D run, right?
Oh, now the Mythras reminded him.
So
right,
install 1 advance. No breakers for Heinzel.
No advance so far, just install.
What? Just an install, right? Just an install. I'm too fast.
No breakers for Heinzel, that's true. He decides to pawn the data sucker. It's more important for him to have the money right now with 2 street peddlers out there. Fully loaded with those cards that he wants to install at some point. Then getting the true draws from his wild side. Then beginning his turn. Alright, cash install is finally the cash here. It really helps him a lot right now. And then David to get in this remote. I think he assumes that this is a Turing because he first installs the David and then runs.
Probably.
So it's like even if Mythras reses this, and it's going to be like expensive res, Heinzel can get through with a token. Mythras thinks about this. No res. Trace. Whatever. Heinzel doesn't break it anyway.
And runs again and gets a point. Wow.
Wow.
Holy.
Wow, indeed. This could have been game, but it's not.
Denied. Wow. Wow.
Incredible. Never
say it's over when it's not over.
Yeah. Heinzel. So I don't know. The reversal here is kind of amazing that Heinzel is still in the game. Like this should have been like a very secure score for Mythras, but it's not. Like the David came exactly the right point, and the Turing is not really doing what it's supposed to do. That's the one weakness of Turing that's really pisses me off personally.
The 5 strengths? Yeah, so vulnerable to David.
Just so easy to get through with an AI breaker and David.
Yeah. An AI breaker and David is really awesome breaker suit for Noise, actually.
Yes. And of course then viruses for everything else.
And viruses and parasites, yep.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right, so Mythras is really reconsidering his strategy here.
That's good. Oh, Deja Vu?
Deja Vu, Vujade for Cash and the Imp.
Two
Man,
good
how many
targets.
imps have we already seen in this game? It's like
22. No.
let's install 2 imps. Yeah, why not?
Wow.
2
Impception.
mils. 2 mils. Oh, 1 mil actually, because he just installed 1. The other one was already there. And then running on that remote server. That is going to be pop-up window, Alt-R pop-up window. A lot of people hate this.
Yeah.
You don't like it either?
I don't like it either. I don't like the HB core ID as well. But,
Oh yeah, that's kind of weak. But I love the pop-up window. It's so trolly. So many people get upset about this. Love it. Exactly what the pop-up window should be.
Trolley, yep.
Yep. All right, so there's an amazing amount of thinking going on after this pop-up window. Heinzel maybe thinking to parasite this. He just pays a credit. So Mythras gets credit.
Wants to exit.
And that is going to be another sexy bots.
Sexy bots.
Trashing the sexy bots with credits and imping the Sansan. Very, very important.
Clearing that server because, yeah, now he has enough money to score. I don't know. No, not really. Doch. Yep, he has. He has enough money to score with the Sansan. Yeah.
This is difficult for Mythras. Things were looking, it almost looked as if he was the champion, but now things are coming around a little bit. He still has an APD on hand, but how are we going to score this without like an upgrade or something? To keep Mythras out. And of course, that Turing is actually not doing a good job. He probably needs some better eyes to get through there to make him spend stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so doing archive memories and getting back. What does he get back? Oh, the Sansan.
Are you sure?
I think he did the Sansan. I'm gonna do a slow-mo replay on this one to make sure that we got the right. What did you think it was?
Accelerate beta test because he has biotic labor in hand.
That would be also good. Of course, Heinzel still has the 2 street peddlers, and there could be like a clone ship in the street peddlers. That would allow him to get back the
clot.
Slot the clot. And that is a cash install. Getting more credits from Heinzel. Doing another mill. There's lots of mills going on at this point.
Yeah.
There's got to be some agendas on archives. We already saw that there are some. But, oh, there's a clone ship. Clone shipping.
Clone shipping.
Oh, the parasite. To kill the pop window. And then running that card, that is the Jackson Howard. Jackson Howard being used to rescue 3 cards from archives. Mythras is thinking.
Yeah. Checking out how many agendas are in the heap. Sansan.
Right. So it wasn't a Sansan after all. So that's Sansan. Archive Memories is probably also a good choice.
And
there were agendas there, so rescue agendas.
1 face down. Probably an agenda.
Alright.
I'm not sure, but maybe.
What?
Maybe it's an agenda. Probably it might be.
Yeah, probably an agenda. I mean, there's got to be some agendas on there, right?
Right. Like, how many cards did he mill? 10, 12?
A lot. I mean, we probably do a counter at the end of the of the thing, but I'm not counting actively. All right, so there's another cache install at the end. Ooh, so many mills. Ooh.
Wow. And 4 memory as well. Looks like weird with all these peddlers and...
So install advanced by Mythras. Peddler gets clone chipped.
Clone chip, get clotted.
Clot. I mean, he gets a clone chip off Street Peddler and slots and installs a clot. Million other thing, and of course, like this was like a response to the first advance, because of course at this point he doesn't know yet, but maybe Mythras has something like a shipment from Sansan, and at this point I think he could have scored. No, he couldn't have. Yeah, so that was like this discussion, like that was maybe a bit of a premature clot.
Yeah, but maybe, yeah, you're right.
We're not exactly sure, but Heinzel decided to, after this kind of like, after being so precariously close to losing, he decided to get the clone chip, the clot out now, so this display is out of the way.
Yeah, just be sure to. Yeah, just be sure.
Yeah. So running on that server now with his first click. He has a good amount of money. Still David here. All right, so that's going to be an Eli. Clicking through Eli.
What
the?
Wow.
Jesus. There's this accelerated beta test.
There we go.
This is going to be difficult. I mean, at this point, resing that touring might have been a good idea because Heinzel ran through a lot of through the server already.
Yeah.
And David wouldn't have lasted this long.
So many good decisions.
Oh. So now the cloud is out of the way. So maybe Mythras can hope for a fast advance win. There is still no clone chip in sight. Might be another street peddler. That's something that's really annoying when you want fast advance in the street peddler and you go like, this could be a clone chip or a clot. Already lost the games this way.
That was one. Oh yeah, run RD. Is that an Eli? Clicking through the Eli.
Postponing. Oh, what? Another score? Oh, Kronos Project. Oof. So both at match point now. The reversal is in full force.
And
Lamprey. Another mill.
Jesus.
Mythras looking, casually looking through his his archives, not trying to reveal how many cards there are. Install, getting credits. And this is nice because if that's an agenda, Heinzel has to check it. So Heinzel sells his Lamprey. This was just for the mill and just for the money. Getting I think 2 cards left in his stack.
2 cards.
And he's looking for something specific, so I think he expects those cards to be in the final 2 cards. Which also looks through his thing. A good opportunity to see what his deck is all about.
Oh man. 2 cards left.
This is a tough situation. Heinzel, what will you do? You have to check that remote server, right? This could be in another agenda.
Yeah, you have to... Oh,
alright, he checks the archives.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Oh man, nothing!
Wow.
But there's a virus purge. Doing nothing at this point. There's no virus out at this point. Running our scoring server, clicking through the Eli, and that is the daily business show. Not trashing the daily business show. He doesn't think that this is going to be a threat night right now, and has to discard a Parasite and a Lamprey.
So Mythras is probably waiting for another beta test or a Vitruvius.
Mythras has to decide between a Jackson Howard and an Eve campaign. He goes for the Jackson Howard. I think that's a good choice.
Yeah, the obvious choice.
It starts with Jackson Howard, gets a credit from this through this ability, and then...
Then?
What now?
Another credits.
Gets credits, yeah. Difficult point for Mythras. I'm thinking building a scoring server. I don't know what you think.
I would wait for another beta test and try to score out beta test or...
You mean fast advance something? Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Because 2 or 3 clone ships are away. I don't know how many clots Heinzel is playing.
Yeah.
So that might
probably
be...
one, right? Do you probably usually play one?
One or... Yeah, I saw a deck list with 2, but 1 is usually played.
So this might be a good score right now, just fast advancing something. We still don't know what's on that Street Battler.
Yeah, and Heinzel has to check all the servers right now. Checking R&D, checking maybe HQ.
Yeah, he has to make sure that there's no agenda that Mythras is trying to sneak through somehow. In a never advanced kind of fashion.
He's thinking about the clicks.
Counting the clicks, he has something in his mind. Lots of credits though. He's at 11.
11 credits, no cards left in his deck.
So the Wild Side and Pancakes doing nothing. He can just sell them to Aesop's if he wants to. Also thinking. Difficult situation too. All right.
Oh man. And
what is he doing? He's counting the cards on his hand.
Counting cards
off the cards in his hand. Maybe he has a. If that's going to be a Faust install, it would be hilarious.
Faust, and then he's counting like, oh, what can I keep and what can I discard for Faust?
Running on HQ.
HQ. Mythras is checking his heap.
Yeah, there's 2 NAPDs on HQ.
Wow.
So this
At
actually
5 cards
good.
or 4?
5, I think. We're gonna see in a second.
And he's rolling the die.
Yeah, 5.
5 cards and it's
NAPD!
Wow!
Well done. And the magic reversal, the king of reversals. Top card with an agenda as well! Oh my god!
Oh wow!
So actually, next turn could have been also a win for Mythras if he hadn't run on HQ, on R&D.
Yeah.
Because, man, that was close. Everybody in the room is like all hyped up. Heinzel, so hot right now, Heinzel.
Heinzel is on fire.
He's on fire, indeed. So we are going to be rewarded with a second game between those two amazing players.
Yep.
So this is going to be very exciting, but for now we're going to leave you guys. But before we do, Dome,
Yep.
remind our listeners where they can hear more of your delicious voice.
Yeah, I have a German audio podcast called Meta Arena. I do it with 2 other nice German guys, and we are producing episodes for every 2 weeks. And yeah, it's in German only, but we are thinking about doing it in English as well. But it takes some time, so be ready.
All right, sweet. So Netrunner minus HQ is the address, right?
Right. .de.
.de. All right, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, .de.
No
worries.
worries.
Check it out. I think it's one of my favorite German podcasts for sure.
Thank you.
Doma, thank you for joining me. It was a great pleasure having you on the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you for commentating with me. Was fun.
Yes, it was indeed. Especially when you have such delicious games to commentate on, right?
Wow, that game's awesome.
Amazing. And there's still one coming up, so I hope you will join us next time when we will
hack the planet!
Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
Shit on me.
This episode of Netrunner TeamworkCast was created with a generous support from our listeners. If you enjoy the show and you can't get enough Netrunner videos, please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/hacktheplanet.